earns more than a teacher with 25 years teaching experience. That in itself is a scandal. It's criminal, to say the least. Because what you are simply saying is teachers are worth nothing. And this is what we are saying: can these issues be addressed? Can the government be sensitive to the reality that we are talking of professional men and women? Professional because they undertake and do their jobs properly, and because they are patriotic and they are serving Zimbabwe very well. It would be naive and preposterous, if not madness, if this situation is allowed to continue. We are talking of teachers who are trained, but at the end of the day, there is no benefit. They now cannot send their kids to school. They cannot clothe themselves. It costs 1,800 to travel from Bulawayo to Harare, and a teacher earns 3,600. What are you saying? It means a teacher's salary is only worth 2 trips from Harare to Bulawayo and back. In the history of Zimbabwe, that has never happened. A teacher's salary is now able to buy 300 boiled eggs, and you call this system a positive situation, where they are now boasting that they have reduced the budget deficit and they have a surplus, and they think we must continue smiling. The most important point you asked my sister here is, what negotiations? There are no negotiations in Zimbabwe. One would have assumed that when the new establishment came, the Second Republic, they were going to regularize the law to make sure that they respect their own constitution. Section 65 should be able to create an environment for proper engagement. We move away from the collective begging brought by Mugabe through Statute Instrument 141 of 1997. And we thought the new republic was going to introduce and live to the billing of Convention 151 and 154 and ratify it so that there is proper collective bargaining within the civil service. That has not happened. In actual fact, we actually see a clear attempt by government to assassinate and annihilate unions, because we want to believe the thrust is to make sure that there are no unions and workers are not unionized so that they are easy to deal with. And we are simply saying, as unions, and we have spoken with one voice, unequivocal and uncompromising, government must listen to the workers. We are patriotic. There is no government that can function without workers. And they must realize that the victory that they want to talk about is only a hollow victory if it does not involve the welfare of the people that they lead and represent. We have people now, if you go back into statistics, suicides, divorces, separations are rampant within the teaching fraternity. Only last week, a teacher committed suicide, and 2-3 before that. All because they can't bring food to the table. And that must be addressed. We have serious social issues that government must address. How do you end up teaching at a school where you can't afford your child to go to? Suddenly, government has come up with a position that teachers are going to be earning 3,800. And yet they're allowing schools to pay fees at 56,000, which means one has to be working for 15 years to send their child to a school for 1 term. Is that workable? We can't be making sure that we go and look after other people's children so that they come and rule our children tomorrow. When we are done and gone, their children that we are teaching will now be the leadership ruling over our head boy kids and garden boy children. That is not correct. Government must address, we are saying to government, address the issues. There is nothing political about what we are saying. We are saying bread and butter issues must be addressed. We can't be told of surpluses and the road construction. We don't live on roads. Who wants to travel on those roads? If they want to make sure that they build roads, they must also make sure that we buy cars, not just to celebrate construction of roads when we can't travel on the same road. We can't be told of celebrating construction of dams when we can't even use the water from those dams. They must make us part and parcel of the economic progress that they're talking about. I think that's all we are saying.
Thank you.